decline, and then we picked up. It looks like picked up right at our golden area. Looks like we're coming into a spot that can actually possibly reverse this. We are in an uptrend though, so there's a possibility we can break this top. I want to see what happens inside this zone though. That's gonna determine the day. And can even go a little bit further. Is that? So yeah, 50 is. Just gonna mark that with a line. 628. On some type of music, I don't know. Screen's been a little glitchy, so I'm trying it again today. Could be the internet. I've been messing them for a bit, back and forth. I have to switch companies here pretty soon. Alright. 629. Like I said, I'm curious to see what happens in this. Ended up buying an account, a $100,000 account yesterday. To play around with, so maybe go in the open. Like I said, I'm watching this area here. I want to see what happens. So 50% of our entire leg, and this has been a pretty solid run up. So we're also going to be looking for a pullback into that zone, and this zone here. And I'll have an understanding if this ends up becoming a zone if this level breaks. So that is our macro setup there on the 15. As we look at this micro, this is a really nice run up. So we're holding here on the micro. Came a strong hold, strong enough to push this up. No close yet though. There's another area. Lots to work with. Just gonna have to let this play out for a little bit here. Huge drop from Zeta. Yeah, thought we were gonna go up today. Alright. It's not too bad. I'm in this right now. I'm gonna sell it out. I'm gonna sell this out around $30. can right around this area. Same kind of strategy as I use for day trading, just on higher time frames over there. So usually watching the daily or weekly chart, the price action move into that zone. I'll jump down to like 15 or 1 hour or 4 hour. I'm actually doing the same thing. So that was SoFi. All right. So the zone is reacting the way that I thought. Just it's such a big zone. I wasn't sure when it was going to react. Let's see how we close down here. SoFi. 1849 is the break. Expected it to come to this level there. Let's map this out real quick. The NASDAQ kind of moves in. I'd really like to see it in this zone before I take a long out of there. We'll see how it reacts though. Might go long on SoFi for a little bit of a longer trade. All right, so we close back into this level. Signs are going higher there. Let's see. If this closes down here under this area, this section we're hitting right here would be a spot that I would be looking to trade short from. But since we didn't, and we had, power popping back up there, I'm gonna leave that area alone. Yesterday when I was trading, my presets they were setting, I think the price action was moving so fast that it was causing since I have such a close stop loss, my presets just every hit instantly, so I was losing every trade immediately. Definitely lost more trades yesterday than I have in 3 weeks. Damaged all my PA accounts. That was kind of a bummer. Yeah, so there's that strength we were talking about. Yeah, like, can you trade that up? You can. I mean, it definitely could have traded this, but this isn't really a confirmed base. This is, so the fact that it held the box, we could have looked for something to break over this. It's just not very. It's not very clean. No close over, so now we have weakness to the downside. We are still in limbo. We did bounce nicely off this line. I don't necessarily trade that. Trade lines like that. There's obviously a clear trend bouncing off that channel, but that's not a signal for me to trade or anything like that. Again, no close up here, so whatever happens down here doesn't really matter right now, because there wasn't enough strength to show me a close close, and then down here there wasn't enough strength to show me close. So now we're kind of consolidating. And so I have no idea which direction. At this point, I would just have to guess. And 50-50, that doesn't usually work too well for me. So can't really say this was a response off the 50%. This one, I wouldn't say that's a response off the 50. I would say that this is more of a response off of our original area here. Let's give it some more time here. High or low, expecting it to go higher, but again, not a great close over this opening. But I am expecting this to go higher. I'm gonna mark this spot though. Seems to be pretty adamant about hitting that and turning. And there's not really a spot down here. We have this area. But let's see if we make another one. Another higher low here. I wouldn't want to trade anything long other than this here. Pretty nice. Let's see it pop here. And then, all right, that might have, this might do it right here. Let's see, it's wiping out a lot of buyers that are coming in. Let's see if the bulls can keep it up. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. 15. Yeah, we got no decision. Yeah. Obviously, we'd say that we're kind of rooting for the upside because we're in an uptrend, but the zone here is how I find areas of reversals and stuff. So I have that side of it telling me that we're gonna go short. But, so because of that, I'm not doing anything right now. There we go. So it looks like this level basically did not count for this wick, and ran off of this. So now we're going to come into the top of this zone here and the 50%. Still in the zone, so I'm not sure if we're going to get a reversal off, but we will be attempting to go long. So that's what it's showing us. Showing us a lot of strength long. 15-minute chart is showing 1 minute and 35 seconds left before this closes. Obviously, if this uses that entire minute, 30, whatever, to fall, we'll change our mind. But if we're closing up here, we are going to assume we continue long. So I'm going to wait for a pullback and see if we can find an entry point. Especially if we close over this zone. Nice run here. Remember, 50%. Expecting something, some kind of drop off here. But if not, that proves how much stronger the bulls are. But I am expecting some kind of pullback here. Neighbor split. Nope. It's holding. That's 50 really, really well. Yeah, not a big pullback at all. What the hell? Horrible. I don't like that. Not even a little bit. Still have not had a setup. This was the closest thing that we had to a setup. But this wick kind of threw that off. I was looking more for a lower press. So if we saw this happening down here, I think we would have been long. Maybe. All right, so we've definitely proven now that this is a big 50 range though. So that was kind of where we were looking there, right here on that line. Yeah, we have now blown through that. We got a little resistance in that zone, but this is the top of this. Haven't got any kind of pullback to play off of. It's 2 pullbacks that we're looking for. We're looking for a nice 50% pullback. before, obviously. The golden pull back there. This 15-minute leg is big. Like it's only ripple starts kind of right here, this candle. And then you have the bottom of that. This would be a better setup if there was a red candle, in my case a gray candle in here. Oops. This one. I'm just gonna keep adjusting these as we go. Not that we'll even hit them. Just gives me something to do. Keeps me patient. No pullbacks. Oh. Well, there's been no area to on a micro. I have possibly this like hasn't set a track at all. There's no ability to read. Not direction, we know our direction, but ability to read how it's gonna want to play. Like there's another micro pull. So that was a 50% pull just to this area, but how do you know, I mean, I can see that, but are you gonna bet on that? Would have worked. Broke straight through the top. Should show me. Tip top, starting to come down now. See how many of these levels actually pulled up. First level broke. price action should show us if we're going to turn back around. It's this one. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a play off that 50. This will be interesting because it's still not. It's just not set right. Nope. Immediately turn around. Well, try to get this to play up a little bit. We're going to see real quick if we're going to hit top here. No. 100 off of that. We're reacting off the top a little bit. Yeah, we got some room. We have some room to move up. So I used this bottom here before as a 50 retrace. So I was basically just looking at this reaction on the 50 to gauge whether or not I wanted a piece of that trade. So now that I know we have some type of base, we've been a better trade. I would have just held it, but no, I stop break evens do that. I don't like it. His reaction right off the zone that we had built up here. But again, we're extremely strong into the upside. I'm not really looking to trade short. If we start breaking key levels that it builds off of like this, and then it shows me, something that looks like that, then I may start considering to go short. Or if we just start to waterfall down, I'll be looking for the 50 here somewhere. So right in this area. At this point, how accurate is my level? Yeah, I would say that we're gunning for this, but this is kind of weak. This one here is something that I would try to target. Let's see if we fall off this top here. We'll close over the top again. Nice pullback. We're gonna look for a pull. This is more of a base set, but we don't have a close over the 50, so this we would actually be looking at back down in this level. We'll see if we get a reaction off this 50%. Get a reaction here. See if it holds or if it spikes back in. Just another 50% play here. Yeah. Just looking for a break over the top. Nope. A little glitch and then a little stop out. And try it again here. All right, leave that alone. It's gonna go, I think, but it's not going for us right now. So, and this close. This was kind of a. I think it's gonna go. It's glitching me out right now. Yeah, there we go. Same thing happened to me yesterday. Fucking glitch me out and then go. Really irritating. So I got in here and the brake barely tipped me. This was a common thing yesterday. Yeah, 50 points after that. Just gotta be patient. I like that it's making levels now. You can clearly see. So now we gotta close over previous right here. Just gonna do the same thing. Let me see if we're gonna make it up to that section. I want to trade down in this level. Look for a pop here. Nope. Yeah, stuff like that's it's 2 times now. Times my stop break even gets in the way. It'll cut me out of some big trades sometimes. But that's what allows me to take multiple, high frequency. Like I can trade with a high frequency because I'm constantly going in with risk more than I think most people do. Mm. But while other people are not, going stop break even, I'm taking more trades, but I'm going stop break even, and the chances of me being um, correct on the volume scale is much higher because I'm, pushing the button. But the days when I'm off, uh, that can turn into a wildfire. But this kind of stuff, you know, so from the original where I got popped out, this original area here, 172 points. So there's still no clear. Yeah, just this one's the clearest area. We definitely obviously had that little pop up, and it's not a huge that important. Could be that on the 4 hour. That could change people's mind to the downside. I want to try to trade into this and then leave it be for a bit. All right, look for the same reaction here. Looks like we got it. Got hit once already. This could possibly get it split up. And yep, same kind of. Try that to. Why did I get tipped out? That's what was going on yesterday. Instant tip out. Hate it. Now we're starting to have trouble at this time. It looks like another tip out here. Give a little room under the candle, but yeah, no, no, nothing. All right, stop that for now. Let it play out. It did that to me all morning yesterday. Just little cuts over and over and over and over. And usually that's from trading in the middle of a section. And if I was tipped out again to go long from this bottom section, but wait for how small my stop is, like on my preset. I'm gonna have to adjust that, but I like the way that it is. Some days, we're breaking through this half over here, showing a little bit of weakness. Let's see if we start to come back up. There's another pop back up. Tipped out again. This motherfucker, man. It's holding that, but keeps tipping me out. Each one is about $100. So gonna add up. Let's leave it. We have this entire lake right here. We broke under the 50 here. We broke under the micro 50%. Now we're at the still considered a micro, I guess, but the 50% of this lake here, because this bottom one was kind of creating this power. Curious if we're gonna burn through this bottom or if we're gonna turn around here. Give it a little bit more room. Oh man, silly man. Yeah, sweet your own. I'd like to see at least a half retrace here. Where this thing's playing me this morning. Just I'm gonna take that off. Kind of showing a little resistance at that half. It spiked up real quick, and then kind of gave out. I think we're gonna keep going. Could have took one off, but seeing that it took multiple losses through here. Yeah, I'm still down quite a bit. So we'll see how this 50% reacts here. So it could be coming down to visit. Let's see, 15 minutes. nice reaction up to 50. See if we can pull back up to. Oh, another dude getting hammered. Sucks. The original strong point looks like it's holding really well. Or an uptrend. See that we've hit any kind of like key level or anything. Doesn't mean it can't turn around. Instant tip out again. Here too. We're just seeing if this 50% area gives out. With this happening down here, I feel like this should be able to move up, but yeah. Nice hold here. Starts tipping up. Want to see if the 50% was going to give out. Still definitely a possibility, but it looks like it has more strength to the upside. This entire morning's went to the upside. Me trying to go long has not worked. I swear there's a glitch happening because my other screen. Watch what happens here. delayed. Probably not helping my trading at all. Hmm. So I gave off at the 50. It's crazy. My screens are not connected. Yeah. What's happening here? The delay. Just now catching up. Like that return. That was nice. Mm-hmm. Response was good. Watching that level, but this was the main level that we were keeping an eye on here. I think that I'm delayed, so when I'm going in, um, I'm already late on the entry, which sucks. Still battling this 50. It's getting pushed down, but buyers are coming in at this bottom here. It goes. All right, so we overpowered that 50 there. To be expected with the trend that we're in. Probably close this gap, huh? Hmm. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to turn this day around, but I'll give it a few more shots. Because I can't see what's happening here. I think I'm delayed, which would make sense because the last 2 days have been weird. I think we're gonna shoot right over this here. all the thoughts are correct, but the execution is not. It's not working in my favor here. Struggle a little bit, huh? And instant pop. What was this, a half hit here? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's quite a bit of a struggle going on. Yeah, almost every one of my trades is a glitch out. Okay. Holy shit. This is crazy. I don't think that I'm on top of the data. I think that's a big issue here. It's holding up pretty good. I want to see if we blow over it. Nice. Nice. Let's get some more. There we go. Nice. $1,000 trade. Kind of needed that with this. These last 2 days. Looking at actually this area being a huge area to make it, like, to get to. And probably holding this trade honestly might have been the best idea. If I had 2 contracts, that'd have been great to get out probably the halfway mark right here with one, and then hold the rest. Try to anyway, just at stop break even. So down 834, and that's a trade or two. With the accuracy rating that I have yesterday and today, I have to be careful. But if we look at what happened here, we just take all of this off for a moment. We originally saw that this bottom was a 50% hold here to here. This kind of gave us a base when I saw that happen. So when this came into play, I was looking at this base that allowed this 50 to push off of. Was looking at this base to hold. I tried trades in between. At the top, when you look at them after the fact, you're like, why did I try that? But there are things up here that, this one, for instance, like this is a good trade up. Taking the trades at the top, that was, not too smart. But so this became our base, and everything that we did from this point on, if we were biased long, which we are, we were looking for this base to hold, even when it came up and rejected off the 50%, until this base was broken and closed under. We're expecting it to push. So now it's happening again. You can see it, which is pretty cool. 50% is the hit, which means that this section down here, in my mind, I don't know if it's right or not, we'll see, would start to become the new base if this level holds, like if we go higher here, just the same way that this one did. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it makes sense to me. We'll have to see. So basically we're looking at this. Yeah, we'll just use this whole thing here. So move everything down. Down. Okay. Wouldn't be a shock to see this revisited a few times, but looks like we're pulling straight up now, so that's cool. What I used to do is I would create this 50% and use it as my base. Like I can definitely use it to trade off of. I need to understand what's underneath this 50 is more powerful than that 50%. And always using the entire leg. See, this lands right in the 50% of this entire leg here, which makes this level much stronger than anything else. If we were to hold and move up, I would, just as I thought this level would hold, I would think this one would hold as well. But no close. This is still area, and this one we haven't got to close over this top yet. So people that are buying inside of this zone can get swept through if they're not careful, or they're going to make a lot of money if this thing blows up. And this is the same setup. They're using this section now as a 50, but it hasn't closed over, so I wouldn't consider that a spot to use for a 50, not yet. But we'll see if they make some money. So we're struggling break top. We're either gonna like turn around and blow up through the top, or this is gonna revisit or fail completely. But use that 50 again. Nice. Might be luring some people in here, or it's just gonna go. But this is, as you can see, I'll even mark it, the area that is holding. Looks like it's gonna go from there though. Let me see. Just don't like the fact that there's no close over the top. Doesn't mean you can't trade it, make money from it. I wonder if there's an example over here. Yeah, this one actually did it though. This one, it didn't break over the top. Small break, but it did use the 15, popped back up. It's trying to hold. It's trying. At this point, we're under. If we were using this as a 50, we were under it. So then we closed under this. So I think that this may. Oh! Nice trick. Nice trick. Stopped everybody out. Went for it. Yeah, I like that trick. Bathroom break. And still nothing. Same position. No close over this area. No small closes, I guess. I still think that we're gunning for this up here. Hmm. Not a higher, not a higher low yet, but it's trying to make a higher low here. See that? Wait for one of these levels to break. If we break through the top side, we can note that this was a strong enough bottom to push through the top, and we maybe can be looking for a 50 retrace or back down into this area if it breaks and holds over. If it fails, though, I don't necessarily want to go short into all of this down here, even though it might be beneficial. But not the way I've been trading this one. So let's break. Let's see if it holds the higher low look. What is this box? Burning through that there. So this is just a 50. This section is the 50 of this move here. So obviously this one here is stronger because we'd be capturing the 50% of this entire leg. So it looks like the first box that we had drawn up here, we had a box. This is in that box, and we're falling from that box. So the box was correct. See if we burn right through this here. Found some support here. Another burn straight down, or nice pop up. Oh, burn straight down. My longs are no good lately. Need to be trading in this area. This area right here. It's burning down. It's burning down. Yeah, just can't get a grip on the long still. Now you gotta be kidding me. Oh man. No. That's part of it. Three all the way back up. Are you fucking kidding? Just played it right back. You motherfucker. Hold your level, you fucking asshole. I'll take that. 770 there. Man, sucking at longs, dude. Terrible. No close down here. Is this like gonna hold? I don't know if I want to trade against these wicks here. Let's go for it. Oh, let's go pop back up. I'd like to see it crush down here. Still nothing. Oh, you're a douche, man. You just played me nonstop. Nonstop playing me, man. 125 on that. What the fuck am I listening to? Stop it, please. It was gifted. Oh, I heard this shit. Alright, so what we got here came off the top. Yeah, let me change it. Came off this section here. Pulling back. It'd be cool if we made it to this area. I still think we might. So now we're coming down into 15-minute zone here. Let's see if we end up breaking through that. Can break through this bottom, or this bottom can push us back up and we can run, or we'll come back up halfway and then dump, or we'll come up to this point and then dump. Good handle. Ten, 11, 15. these longs. Make liquidity sweep here and then just pop back up. Try 50. It's a nice ball here. So let's see if we get a jump. Nope. Just straight through everything. I think we're going to bounce off this ball. Who fucking knows the way this thing's been going, huh? Round for a minute. Let me go at you again. You're getting played a lot here today. It's unfortunate. It's good. I'd like to see a half hit on this. I'm going to take one off here. I saw one there. I don't know what happened, but I had my botched that. No, I didn't. Crushed that. This went from down 1,000 or 1,200 to minus 143. And that's how fast shit can turn around. I forgot if I click in, I needed to preset something. Sorry, I have presets here. If I click in, where I clicked in, actually it showed, I'm going to rewatch the video where I clicked in, was way off of where the price was. I should have sold one right there. That makes sense. I'm going to have to up my internet to fiber wire. I mean, I'm going to do that anyways, but I just got a great deal with my current provider after they screwed me for like 2 years. I got them down to $50 a month, but if it doesn't give me doesn't allow my data to play out right, then we'll lose a lot more than that. Oh. All right, so what we did there is we played it to the 50. We got out. So, yeah, I don't know why that added. I swear I hit sell. I'm gonna watch the video. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I fucked all that up. Like maybe I hit buy. I'm not sure. It does look like we're breaking under here. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna look at this point real close here. Don't do a micro continue, man. I'll back up. We're looking for this level to get out, but it might not. You fucker. Quit that, dude. Quit it. Oh man, I'm blowing up from that bottom there. People love it. We were still in this zone right here. So what was it, the 50%? Yeah. This might take it. Might be in the wrong direction. I might be gunning for the wrong side here. Oops. We didn't get a close. That's fair. That's fair. Here's our 50%. Not the whole move though. Yeah, stop break even. Fucked me. Gosh damn it. Let's see if we give out here. It's gotta make it there though. So far we've caught warning. The 50 has been hit. This is where we originally had the dot. Dude, I really think that my dad, I'm behind. I really do. I really think it's fucked. And that sucks. You know, instantly. Yeah, there's an issue. There's an issue happening. Like when I come in here. Yeah, did I just get popped out again? Fuck, man. Look at that. Immediate. Like, how do you even. Hmm. Makes me not want to keep trying. I'll tell you that. Hmm. And there it goes. Look at that bullshit. Fuck. Hmm. Will we flush? Coming off the 50, really nice. Are we gonna flush? Looks like it. So the trades up here would have been real nice. You know what? Maybe me streaming live is causing a lag on. Duh. That would make sense because it started as soon as I started going live. Fuck. Hmm. Watch it go now. I'm behind everything. It's crazy. Look at that. Yeah. That's fucking shitty, dude. Every time this short to the 50s where I would have got out this long. But this is more my fault, right? Let me stop breaking you in. Interesting. Love that. Dun, 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 dun. And this, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at the lag on there. Yeah. Down to the 50. Should have known that. Oh, dude. Idiot. Yeah. This lag's not going to work out. Because I don't know where. That makes sense, though. I'm streaming live and 50 gave out. Really, really nice. Hmm. Yeah, that made sense because yesterday when I got off live streaming, I took a 100K account up to $1,800 in a few trades, and I can't seem to keep a consistent win here. Oh yeah, so I'm already, this account's probably gone too. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to trade not live and see how my computer reacts. Because the last 2 or 3 days that I've been doing live, um, it seems like I'm behind everything. So that would make a lot of sense. So I'll try that. Might go back to just recording and posting. So, took into the L.